All right, Max. So we did a new strumming pattern there yesterday, right? So I always call it the Oasis strumming pattern because there's this band called Oasis. They didn't invent it now, but they use it a lot, right? So it's a trickier one. So the one you're using is this one. That's called the Calypso Pattern, but you always do it with a little bit of a swing on it, which is all right. So, but this one, you don't really want to do it with a swing. You want your strumming to be ba 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 ba, not ba 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 ba. Okay, important difference there, all right? Now, with this one, here's what it sounds like. But what's really important about this is that you don't do it like this. Okay, because that's stiff, you're kind of starting, stopping, starting, stopping. Your movement has to be regular, right? So here's how you move when you're doing that, right? Just down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, constantly. And then, so I'm going to do the pattern now, right? But watch how my movement doesn't change at all. Watch this. So down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down. So now remember, if you miss one that you meant to hit or you hit one that you meant to miss, doesn't matter at all. That's just a little variation. That's no problem at all, right? What does matter is that you keep moving, keep that regular motion going, okay? Because then you can't lose it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to use E minor, just because it's an easy one. And, oh, by the way, there's going to be some new chords after this as well, so stay tuned for that. So we're just going to hold E minor for now, right? And we're going to get the movement going, right? So we'll get the movement. So you play along with me, okay? We'll get the movement going, and then once I count to 4, then we'll do it, okay? So you'll have to rewind and try it again, okay? But keep with it. So here's the movement. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Just get that going. So 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down. Keep the movement going. Down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down, da da down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, and down, and down. But all through that, your hand is just and the way you get the pattern is just by missing some of the beats or some of the strums or some of the whatever you call that. Okay, so we did 2 new chords then. So now we've got all 8 of our basic chords down. So now it's going to get really hard. Now we're going to start doing bar chords. So you can look forward to that. Stuff like this. Okay, but for now, here's the 2 remaining ones that we didn't do. So the first one is D minor. So there's D major, we know that one. And remember, for most of the chords, for most of them, except for G and E minor and E major. Remember E major is just like A minor up a string, right? So you got this G string on the first fret. There's E major, E minor, and G. Those are the only ones, chords that we know that involve the 6th string. With all the other ones, you get rid of that string, okay? Because C, here's what C sounds like with it. All that mud at the bottom, it doesn't sound good. Here's what it should sound like. Get the thumb or the 3rd finger on it, take it out of there. Okay, because you don't want to be avoiding it with the pleck. You'd have to be awfully careful to do that, and that's no good. Okay, so D minor then is 1st finger, 1st string, 1st fret. 2nd finger, 2nd fret on the 3rd string, and then 3rd finger, 3rd fret on the 2nd string. Now the trick with both D chords, minor and major, is that your 3rd finger has to be standing up really straight. See that there? If it's lying down flat like that, it's going to be touching that 1st string, and you don't want that, right? So that's what it should sound like. And remember, when you're strumming it, get that thumb on there, get rid of that 6th string. A major, next one, right? So Most people do A major like this, which is fine. It's not wrong, but the problem is, look how far back my first finger has to go just to fit in there, right? And then I'm going to get, it's going to sound like that, right? Better way to do it is to get your first finger about halfway between the two frets, halfway up to the second fret on the G string. Then middle finger goes above it, third finger goes under it. And again, if you can, get that thumb on the sixth string. So there's the two new chords. Okay, so keep it up, strumming pattern, and practice those two new chords. Remember, you know the way C and E minor and G are easy for you and you don't have to think about them very much? So now you need to get D minor and A major that easy as well, okay? And you get that by going back and forth, doing them over and over and over and over and over again. All right, see you next week.